Into it, it is gonna be the Mordex versus the Petra. We've got the potential here for the double gauntlets as we get into game number one. Numbers might favor Marckiemoo, but Soul might just be on point today.
You know, what I did want to bring up earlier before I was mad at both these players for not, putting in their data, is that it's very interesting to see, like, because I remember the past couple days, like, the #1 seeds would lose really, really early. And I was kind of like, hey, you know, I wonder if that's going to happen for North America. It hasn't. Sandstorm's been very good.
Well, Radish did go down early.
Right. But that's the thing is, like, now we have these other players who, like, you know, they're not the #1 seed, but they're still very highly seeded, and they're losing somewhat early to people that, you know, you wouldn't expect them to be losing to. So it's very interesting to see what we have so far in these top 8 qualifiers. Soul about to lose his first stock here if they don't get their act together.
Yeah, Soul has been struggling. It's definitely looked like Marckiemoo kind of just been in the driver's seat, finding a couple more hits on top of Soul. Neutralite not gonna quite do it, but definitely launched Soul far. So yeah, that recovery will definitely finish off a lot of damage was put out by Marckiemoo.
All right, there we go. Getting a couple slashes in there, just trying to rack up some additional damage. But Soul trying to find a way to kind of get a little bit more aggressive here. I mean, he did get some decent damage within that first stock, and you're getting a couple stray hits here, but I feel like you're really not able to put down any pressure, and I feel like you need to find something, you need to find a way in.
Yeah, I think Soul's trying to use those weapon tosses. You've seen at least like a 1 or 2 where he's trying to approach with those weapon tosses, but even after that, he's not really doing a good job of like stacking up on top of Marckiemoo and getting that damage built up. It's just been like these 1 or 2 hits.
Yeah. But there we go. And that is kind of what Petra does. You know, Orb's also pretty strong at, you know, getting those stocks off the side like that, but Petra also packs a punch, literally, when she has gauntlets, so.
She just puts it in a little bag.
Yep.
Packs it up. Marckiemoo with the down sig. Gonna catch that landing.
Yeah, that was a crazy call out. Just being able to throw that out there and just like, hey, here you go, right after you.
It's like, you think that down toss is gonna save you? Bet.
All right, well, okay, both of them. Everybody whiffing right now.
Yeah.
Marckiemoo just trying to find a way to, like, listen, I don't want to be on this platform. I'd like to be on the main stage, please.
I do feel like right now Marckiemoo is just trying to find that like setup for the recovery. You saw like some whiffed sidelights and whiffed downlights. Like
definitely.
Marckiemoo's just wanting to finish the stock off of Soul.
Okay. Ooh. Missing on that recovery. And then again, okay, I don't know where Soul was going there, but Marckiemoo did not take advantage of that at all. So, hey, free reign. You do what you got to do.
Okay. Soul going to take advantage of the fact that Marckiemoo struggling to finish the stock off. Gets a 2-piece. Neutralite again. Not going to do it. Gauntlet Neutralite. Not the KO tool it used to be years ago.
That's crazy. He actually tossed that weapon to try to pick up the weapon above him, and it disappeared immediately as he tried to pick it up.
Just that's unfortunate timing. Okay. Yep, that'll do it.
Yep.
And I like that Marckiemoo didn't go for the Scythe. Scythe doesn't have those true KO combos the way that you can with unarmed. Obviously, downlight recovery just there. So I respect that Marckiemoo was like, I'll just finish it unarmed and then get the Scythe.
Yeah. Very, very good scouting and just good player knowledge in general, too. Just knowing what options you have available and just trying to choose that best one there. But here we go, off stage. And a little bit of a reversal there, but can you, okay, does find a way back onto the stage, but Soul trying to close out this second stock here, looking for that opening. There we go, beautiful. Sets that up just nice, only a little bit behind, you know, just barely getting into that yellow.
I really want to give credit to Soul, though, for doing a really good job avoiding those KO tools and just finding those hits onto Marckiemoo. Hasn't had those big burst outs, but has been able to trade effectively enough. That Soul is still relatively even against Marckiemoo right now.
Yep. It's actually very even right now. But Marckiemoo now with some great stage control here. Okay, did put them, allow them back onto the stage. Tried to get the follow-up with the weapon toss. Was not able to get that now. Gauntlets in hand. But Soul's doing a great job controlling that center stage.
Neutralite. Marckiemoo missing again onto Soul, and there will catch. Catches the dodge, and that's a KO for Marckiemoo. Read the dodge and got the KO. Marckiemoo is up 1-0.
You know, what started off, I feel like, as a very rough game for Soul, ended up looking a lot more even because it just seemed like Marckiemoo just kind of do whatever he wants and just, you know, put down whatever damage, press whatever buttons he wants. And as time went on, Soul tended to get more comfortable, and that's kind of also a little bit of the help of just having Petra be who Petra is. You know, she's pretty quick, and she hurts people, right? So, I mean, you don't need as many hits to try and even things up, but definitely looked a lot more comfortable at the end of that. So let's see if that translates into this game too, see if Soul can find a W.
Yeah, I'm expecting Soul to lean a little bit more into the orb here in game number 2. Gauntlets weren't too effective, only put out 95 damage with it in the last game, whereas orb held it for 69% of the time. Nice, and 365 damage was put out while doing so.
There we go. Oh, no, okay. I feel like you could have got really aggressive there and just like had a huge lead. A little bit of a tease moment miss, but you know what? I'll take it. It's fine. Oh. Wow.
Still has a lot of movement though.
Oh, right back out. Escorting.
Yeah.
There we go. Kind of dancing around here. Marckiemoo. There we go. Finds the opening. Gets that first stock. Yes, he does. And a fairly early one too. Nothing super crazy. About like 40 seconds or so.
I feel like Marckiemoo's really practiced for that, though. That's twice now where he reads that one dodge, gets the nair, and a gravity cancel sidelight recovery. So Soul's got to be careful about the way that he dodges around Marckiemoo's gauntlets.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of the issues that can happen, even if you're still like a high-level player, is that sometimes you have some habits that are just there. That's the reason why, you know, they get exploited by players who tend to be that much better than you. Like Marckiemoo, very good, number 9 here in NA. And it looks like he's definitely been looking for that and has been successful in landing those hits.
All right, Soul.
Oh, where you go?
Okay.
All right, that's free. Thank you.
I was half expecting Soul to swap over to the orb because just like, I mean, sidelight side air, but.
Yeah, that was like a Costco sampler though. Is
Yeah.
it free? Boom! You like the Costco guys? You ever watch them?
Yeah.
I don't even really watch, like, I don't even search out their content. It just pops up and I just can't help it.
I only have like tertiarily found them through like other people referencing them.
Yeah. Listen, I'll hand it to them. They're catchy.
Yeah.
So they got it. They're doing their thing out there.
Gotta get that double chunk chocolate.
Double chunk chocolate cookie. That stuck in my head. I have said that so many times at home. I think my wife's gonna leave me.
I don't think it's related to the cookies. I gotta tell you.
No, it has nothing to do with the cookie. It's just me repeating things like nonstop.
Okay. Marckiemoo actually struggling a little bit against Soul right now. Will find the gravity cancel downlight to the recovery, and there's another recovery to get that KO. But for a hot minute there, Soul was doing a really good job just outspacing and getting damage safely onto Marckiemoo.
Okay. Here we go. Both players doing a pretty solid job here. I mean, we do have Marckiemoo battling back. The gauntlet, these two are definitely putting a beat down on each other, taking turns, getting these onesies, twosies in.
I love when two good gauntlet players are coming at each other with the mirror match because you can just see the way that they play around each other. But right now, Soul needs to find the read for the KO.
Right now, it's definitely looking a little rough for Soul here. He was definitely waiting for the follow-up. But Soul able to get back down on the stage here, looks for an opening with the orb, not able to get it. And I like that, putting the pressure on him just so he stops getting the weapon pickup, but good for Soul for still finding a way to pick up a weapon anyway.
Yeah, just trying to put out some hitboxes wherever possible. Soul does find that finisher, but deep red right now, Marckiemoo will probably try to just do this straight unarmed. A downlight recovery should do it.
I mean, you may as well, unless you can get the gauntlets right here. No, it ends up being a scythe.
Okay, that'll do too.
All right, yeah, actually, yeah, you were deep in the red enough that that's just going to work out. So, hey, good stuff from Marckiemoo. And now up 2-0 here. Again, didn't look too bad from Soul. Definitely some really shaky moments I think he can clean up here. But, again, I think it also just comes down to just, you know, a better player moment. And Marckiemoo is just, you know, he's been consistent for a while, and he just continues to do so in this set.
Yeah, I feel like if Soul has a good enough start, then things can continue. But I feel like a lot of times, I mean, obviously the data is pretty limited, but like the first 2 games, it felt like Soul started off just behind, and from there is like fighting to get back in.
I mean, I know with some players too, like, it's not like they're purposely putting themselves into that position, but they just play better. Like, some people just play really well under pressure. Like, oh no, I'm behind. I need to find a way to battle back. And while Soul starts to play really well in those positions, unfortunately, it's Marckiemoo is still going to be consistent, so.
Yeah, Marckiemoo had some great reads there. There's a burn dodge, but it went down to the ground, so I don't think Soul can get too much there. Just a couple of hits, but more than one, which is nice.
I do like the weapon toss into the follow-up. I mean, didn't miss the hit, and then like missed 2 hits in the same direction while Marckiemoo's behind you. But I do like the fact that they're looking for stuff. There we go.
Yeah. That's such a good option. Go in with that sidelight and then just empty jump, and you see the dodge come out, and you can react with so many different things. That time it was a dare. Just getting those extra hits can be so valuable. Yeah, and this is a much better start for Soul.
Yeah, now we got the gauntlet beatdown coming out here between the two. See who can get this early opening, try to close out a stock. And as time has gone on, Soul has looked a lot better here. Could potentially take a stock. The weapon toss not going to be enough to take it out here. Can you close it out? Can you get the defense? No. Going to allow them back on stage. But great punish with the sidelight there. There we go. Petra getting that first stock. Soul on the board.
Great reactions coming out from Soul. Was a little delayed, decided to play it safe, but had the orb and saw that Sig was coming out. So that's an easy KO. Marckiemoo, though, coming back in this One good hit and things will be completely even.
Very good scouting from Marckiemoo there. However, just a little bit off the mark, and Seoul going to be able to find a way back onto the stage, but not for too much longer as they lose their first stock finally. But you know what? This is finally a situation where Seoul has the lead.
Yeah, even if it is just narrowly there, Seoul has managed to get the lead over Marckiemoo. Ooh, gravity cancel neutral light. Interesting option there. I think he thought Marckiemoo was going to come a little bit closer.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Solid stuff. Yep. There we go. Marckiemoo answering back. Like the weapon toss, looked for a chase. Was not able to get the hit they were looking for. Not able to get the scythe, but now Gauntlet's back in hand, and Marckiemoo does do a really good job with these weapons. Oh, that could be a stock here. Can you close it out? Certainly will clean it up pretty easily. And unfortunately, after a great start from Seoul, it's a better mid-game here from Marckiemoo.
Yeah, Seoul took all that energy from the mid-game, the last two, put it into the start, and unfortunately couldn't keep it going. But finding some good hits. One good read right here could finish off the stock from Marckiemoo. Side light. There's the dodge, but Seoul's a little late.
Oh. There we go. Okay. You know what? This is actually not so bad. I mean, Marckiemoo definitely had a better mid-game here, but now we're getting into the late game of Game 3, and Seoul does need to make a stand here. This could be a big opening. That's one.
Do it again.
That's two. Can you give me a third? Can you get to the other side? Marckiemoo survives at least just a little bit longer.
Ooh. I do like the weapon starve. Marckiemoo will pick up the scythe, but that was enough to get Seoul the damage lead over Marckiemoo. There's the weapon spawn. Marckiemoo now going to starve it out, keeping the stage control.
And I like that too. Oh, unfortunately, the weapon spawn now there. All right, there you go. Gets the orb in hand, but now Marckiemoo with an opening. Gonna drop that combo. Not gonna be able to follow up with anything. And now Seoul looking for the opening they need. This is Pectra. She only needs a couple more hits to close out the stock.
Misses the side light, misses the side light. Off stage opportunity. Marckiemoo has got ground pounds of his own, and Seoul complete disengage.
Oh, this is terrifying here. Seoul definitely needs to find a way to make this happen, though, to keep this set alive and stay at least on the winner side of things. Marckiemoo making that impossible, lives just a little bit longer.
Catches the dodge with the recovery. Seoul has the stage control, wants gauntlets, throws him away. Marckiemoo still able to get the touch.
No way, dude. These guys are just barely missing, and Marckiemoo finds a way to close it out here, but not without a great last stand from Seoul to try to keep the set alive. But Marckiemoo with a strong 3-0. Well done.
Really solid scrapping coming out from Seoul. That was the best Game 3 that we've seen from Seoul against Marckiemoo. Unfortunate that that final blow just was not able to connect, but really good adaptation from Seoul.